Let's try this.
Love the game, love the grind, love the grind, love the grind.
What's up, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Love the Grind podcast. This is Will Walk, and I'm here with the full cast today, man. J Rock, Antonio Hurt, Zebo, and our guest tonight, Tank Hemphill. What's up, fellas?
What
What's
up?
good?
What
What's
up?
good?
Money Man Tank.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got Rock and Tank that's both overseas right now in Spain and Luxembourg, respectively. Y'all know that Coach Hurt out there in Arizona, and me and Zebo holding it down in the 219.
For sure.
Let's get straight into it, man. Tank Hemphill is the man of the hour today. Playing his first year overseas in Luxembourg, man. It's been a long, tough road to get you there. Couple slow years, some COVID years, some injuries, but you made it. You made it to the promised land and trying to do your thing, man. But we're gonna take it all the way back to the beginning. And since we did this with Cornbread, we're gonna ask you where you got the nickname Tank from right off the bat, man.
Oh man, my mama gave me that when I was little. When I was a baby, I was like big, solid as an infant, and then she just called me Tank. She had to haul me on her hip around everywhere she go. She just started calling me Tank from there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, y'all don't make me do all the talking because I know Zebo got a whole bunch to say. He was excited as hell for this interview today, bro.
I'm gonna wait till the middle of the interview.
Nah, he waited to the high school portion. He got all the high school.
Oh man, yeah.
I told him they used to call us Lob City, man.
Oh bro, yeah, we got the t-shirts on me.
When did you start playing basketball, Tank? Like what age did you start?
Age 6, that's when I got introduced into I was playing basketball in Biddy at Pulaski and Gary. That's why I started playing with Geronde, Troy, Dana, Jericho. Most of those girls that went to West Side in like 2013 and 2016. So age 6 when I started. I was terrible though. I was terrible when I first couldn't dribble worth a leg.
I mean, you were 6, so
I know. I was just out there having fun.
That's
man.
normal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just out there having fun.
So what age did you realize like you can hoop a little bit?
I was just out there playing, and I just grew to love it. I mean, I would probably say the next year, age 7, I just got better and better. And years going, I just got better and better. Then I just fell in love with the game after that.
For sure. I remember the first time I seen you hoop. I think you had probably just moved to Michigan City or whatever. I just thought you was like Mimi Cousins or somebody. He was like, we was at the NAC and y'all came.
Yep.
We running open gym up at the NAC. You know what I'm saying? Some of them good old NAC runs. And it was like, yeah, this is my little cousin right here. And I think you had went up and blocked somebody crazy on the back. I'm like, dang, he low key athletic, like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you wasn't like you was kind of tall, but you wasn't that tall yet.
Yeah.
And
That's probably like my freshman year.
yeah, so I ain't really expect it, but I seen you go up and like pin somebody stuff on the glass, so I'm like, all right, I gotta be alert with him. Like he ain't finna catch me slipping with the sneaky bounce.
Oh man, yeah, them neck runs was good.
For sure.
Yeah, so you grew up in the G. You talked about playing biddy ball and playing with a whole bunch of other good players that came out, including Dana and Gino and stuff like that. So came to Michigan City your freshman year, and City Tank was born. Lob City, as Zach like to call it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
high
bro.
flight, the high
Yep.
flyer that everybody love, man. Talk about your time at City.
Oh, it was fun. I wish I could have enjoyed it more, but overall, it was fun. Junior year, got that shoulder injury. That was a big bummer. I was averaging like 20 that year. And then
And we
senior year,
and we
got the
went on that
same.
7-game win streak right before
Yeah,
section.
yeah, yeah. It was going crazy. Senior year, got that another shoulder injury. It was just like I had them injuries that set me back, but I always bounce back from them. But them years with playing on the board, it really, you see instill that discipline and belief system in me that carried me on to what I'm doing right now. Now I'm forever grateful for Boyd and being under him and playing under him.
Yeah, it's
So what was that transition like for you coming from Griffith to City? You know what I'm saying? You was with your
Uh,
homies all the time, and then you coming to a new
yeah,
city with new people.
it was nice. I like coming to city. I came to city because obviously Boyd wanted me to come, but in Griffith, they wasn't trying to play me in varsity. I was like, yeah, I had to go. They was not trying to play me in varsity. They had a squad though, so I can't blame them. They put the twins up. I was like, oh man, they had me playing JV at the courts. I'm like, oh no, it was preseason. I was like, oh no, I talked to my mama, and then we got in contact with Boyd. That's when he was at City. And then he put me out. He brought me out there. So my whole freshman year, I was driving, waking up at 5 in the morning, getting picked up by Boyd's brother, driving there 5 in the morning for school and early morning workouts. Then got to drive all the way back to Griffith. I didn't get home till like 9 every day. That's my whole freshman year.
I
Some
ain't about
long
to get in
days.
trouble.
Yeah.
Oh boy. No, that's crazy though. That's crazy, but that shows how dedicated you was to making stuff happen too. You know, at the same time. And then you was talking about the injuries. I know that's something that you and Jared both went through at like a pivotal time during your high school careers. And
Mhm.
I mean, of course, as a young athlete, it's hard to understand the process that you got to go through to get back to the court. But going through that
Mhm.
process at a young age kind of sets you up to be able to fight and strive for what you want
For
later in
sure.
life. You know what I mean? It's a good early life lesson to have to go through, especially when you end
For
up on
sure.
a stage like you are now, where you
Mhm.
understand the importance of being fully healthy and on the floor instead of
Right.
just playing the game.
Yeah. Right now, I take like every day I'm stretching like 2 or 3 times a day, just taking care of my body because I'm a pro now. So it's like your body
Man,
is your money maker. So you gotta be on point. I'm not trying to get no little tweaks and injuries here. I'm taking care of my body every single day.
Yeah,
I hear that.
I feel like Tank, he always been like, you know what I'm saying, a level headed guy who, you know what I'm saying, and like me, I try to reach back, you know what I'm saying, like talk to a lot of the guys who I see, got like got that you can see who got that factor. You can see guys. Yeah, I'm about to say I hear the little echo, but yeah, you can see the guys who got that light, you know what I'm saying? So like I hit Tank up over the years, man. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? I've seen he
Mhm.
had several injuries and just kind of help him, like not help him, but like tell him like, yo, bro, like don't even let this bother you. And you could tell he was really like locked in, like, yo, I'm finna bounce back from this. I'm finna get to.
Mhm.
He even came out to the one time we did the yoga, man. It's like some cats wouldn't even
Yep.
come out and even do the yoga. You feel me? Like that's when like
Yeah.
you can see he is like, yeah, man, I gotta go do my rehab, then I'll come make it to the yoga. So I'm like, yeah, he really locked in. You know what I'm saying? He
For
taking
sure.
care of the right aspects that you. It's more than just hooping. Like you got them rehab appointments, show up to them rehab appointments. You gotta like
Mhm.
when you got players on your team and like they get hurt, bro, and people think you just like sitting out. Being hurt is the worst, bro. Like your practice is
Man,
way
Yeah.
longer. You
I
got
swear.
rehab, then you got to go watch the whole practice, then you got to do like so much extra stuff. But like if you really
Facts.
want to make it, bro, you gotta lock in and focus on everything to get yourself back on that court. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Man, to
I
any
got one.
kids watching this podcast, you just heard two professionals say or talk about how important it is to take care of your body, how important it is to
Right.
stretch. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you start getting that early on, you will last so much longer. Them injuries will be less and farther between. You know what I mean? Take care of your body.
Yeah,
Right.
you got to be proactive instead of reactive.
Right.
Facts. That's what I always
Right.
say. Yup.
Right. I was just
Right.
moving furniture yesterday and I ain't stretching, I'm sore. So it ain't you ain't gotta be hooping. Well, you said you had
Man.
the two shoulder injuries in high school. So how was your mindset like when it came to your recruiting, and how was your recruiting process along with your mindset, like with the injury your senior year too?
Uh, with the injury my senior year, I knew I was gonna come back. After the first year, when I did my junior year, that was when I was like mostly scared because that was like my first big injury, and I was like, I knew I was gonna bounce back because I had a good support system around me as far as my mom and my brothers. But the second year, I knew I was gonna bounce back fast, and I didn't really have none. I had like little D2s, NAIAs, D1s, but I had to pass the SATs and stuff. That was my biggest barrier right there, the SATs. So I was really looking towards going down to Don Bosco. I was about to go there until the Twins presented me with an opportunity to go to Florida and play JUCO for 2 years. I didn't know much about JUCO. That stigma around JUCO that is
Right.
bad and stuff. But
Mhm.
I talked to the coach, seen the facility. I was like, yeah, that's where we're going for the next 2 years. It was nice, and that was like probably the best decision I made coming out of high school.
Right.
Now that school was like they first year being built, wasn't it? Like they was a
First,
brand new
it was
school, wasn't it?
yeah, it was first year. First year. So when I first got there, we didn't have a gym. We didn't have nothing. We didn't have. We was practicing at the high schools around. It was a high school right next to our campus. So every morning we had two workouts. We had a workout at 6 a.m. The whole team jumping the fence just to get to practice, and then it was another one we went like down the street. We practiced there until we got our gym in November. So our first 7 games was all the way until we had our home opener in November 28th. So it was crazy. It was a
Wow.
crazy ride.
So now they using that school for all the big high school tournaments and stuff now.
Right.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
What was
so
that
what?
transition? What was that transition like from 219 to Florida?
Yeah, Florida, nice.
Oh, it was different. I mean, I've been to Florida, but I never lived there. You know what I'm saying? So it was different. Just seeing that environment and getting in touch with the people. We did a lot of community service. As far as the basketball go, it was competitive because we had, JUCOs, freshmen and sophomores, and most of them, when you coming into a program, you got a lot of sophomores. But that wasn't the case for us. We had everybody was a freshman coming out of high school, and everybody was a leading scorer on their team, averaging,
Mm,
above like 15, close to 20. And then we had like two sophomores. One was a big man, he barely played, and then our point guard Nick Smith that came from Fordham. So it was a battle. Every practice, you battling and get that starting spot. Like you couldn't take no days off. But I was used to that. I mean, we always worked that city, so it wasn't nothing new. I was happy to be in that environment that pushed me and test me every single day. And yeah,
It looked like y'all was dumb athletic. I think I remember seeing a
yeah,
video. Y'all was like at a park or something like that. I think y'all had like
that
just got there. Everybody, it was like a whole dunk contest
that
right
was the
there at the
first day.
park. You know what I'm saying? First day, I was like, oh yeah, they about to be lit down there.
That was the first day. It was our whole team dunking. I was like, yeah, we built chemistry from day one. So I knew that was gonna be a special group and a special spot to stay at.
okay, okay.
Man,
So you did 2 years there, right?
Yep.
So I know you ended up going to Green Bay after that, but did you have anybody else besides Green Bay coming out of there?
Yeah. I had a couple, bunch of mid majors. My biggest one was Wichita State. But my top ones was just like Youngstown State. Who else? It was Green Bay, Youngstown State, um, Towson, Indiana State. I visit there. It was just a bunch of mid majors, really.
So what made you choose Green Bay?
It was because Marty knew Coach Darner, the head coach there, so I went there. I liked the vibe, and I seen myself where I can, spend my last 2 years and thrive there. The environment was great, coaching staff was great, and I just seen as an opportunity to, take that next step. And I just felt like it was home when I went there. That was my
Coach
only
Davis
visit.
was
I
there
only
while he
took
was
one
there.
visit. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he
He
back in
was
MC
assistant.
right now. He's gonna be our freshman coach this year.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to him in May. I was trying to get up with him before I came out here, but I didn't
Yeah,
get to see him.
I definitely been picking his ear. It's gonna be an episode on the podcast. We're gonna get on to talk about coaches and recruiting processes and all that type of stuff with him, man. I like him. I'm already picking his brain a
Yeah,
lot, man. It's
yeah,
great to
he
have him
cool.
on
That's a real
staff.
cool dude. That's a real
All
cool
right,
dude.
so everybody know at Green Bay you had the infamous Sports Center top five. Was it top five, top 10? Top
Top
5,
10.
right?
I think it landed at
Top 10.
6, right
Yeah,
outside
so
5, right outside
now
5.
I know you've been
Right.
doing this since your sophomore year, but how I feel
hmm
to be put on ESPN, bro?
Oh, that's a
How did that
dream
make
come
you feel,
true, man.
bro?
That's a dream come true. Because when you watching, college basketball as a youngin, everybody watching the Sports in the top 10, seeing all them dunks, and for me to finally have, a dunk on Sports in the top 10, that somebody, you watching the highlights late at night, 11 to 12. I swear, and I'm on there. It was a one to remember, man. It was a nice one.
Wait,
Be
did,
real,
did
I
you
know everybody was coming up the campus trying to holler at you then.
Right.
Nah,
did,
nah,
Yo,
nah,
did you
Tank, I
say
seen you on TV, Tank.
did you
Line
say
butt,
something? Did you
line
say something
tough.
to the dude?
Did I say something to him? Nah,
Yeah.
nah. Nah, he was whoop. It was Kenny Whoopton. He's I think he's in the G League right now. He was
That's who it
whooping my
was.
stuff all game. So I'm like, if I'm gonna do so, I gotta dunk him. He was beating my stuff. I'm telling you, he had like 3 or 4 blocks in the first half. So I was like, if I'm gonna get over him, I gotta dunk.
I hear that. That's what's up.
So
That's what's up.
speaking of the athleticism, when do you feel like you actually became like you knew that you was gonna be an athletic type of dude, like basketball wise? I know like
Uh,
you didn't come right in the game, just jumping out the gym. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
right. Yeah. All them boy workouts, man. Probably my freshman sophomore year. All them plyo we doing, lifting, running. So I
Walmart
say like my
runs, all that.
Walmart runs. Oh my goodness. I say
You
like
can
the
do
sophomore year.
My
My
legs
first
hurt
dunk.
thinking
I
about that now.
forgot who was playing at
you're an
home.
athlete, Tank. You can do all them
You said what
plyos.
up?
I said you could do all them
Saying,
plyos, but everybody ain't gonna be able to jump like that because they do plyos.
man, I can't.
Some
That's the only
stuff
thing
just
I
in your
can. That's the only
genes,
thing
bro.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, but I did put that work in though. I'll just say. But my first dunk
Right.
was like sophomore year, but I missed it. I forgot who was playing. It was at home. I missed it. But after that, man, I started slamming.
I know we kind of
I
jumped
want to
into
say it's Portage.
we kind of jumped into college right away, but let's go back for 1 second because a lot of people don't know how important it is to do 2 sports. And you was a 2-sport athlete,
Yeah.
and you also went to state and track and won. So talk about how track and basketball, what I'm saying, went hand in hand together and how it helped you.
See, I was an athlete already, so I wasn't doing no running events when I was going over there. Coach Eubank was a coach, so he kind of and Coach Boyd wanted us to do two sports and stuff. So, but Coach Eubank was the coach over there, and I first started with long jump, but I kept on stepping over the bar or whatever, the little line. So yeah, that's not it. So I went over to high jump, and I just found my groove with it, and then each year I just got better and better. And it helped that I was already athletic, so it just flowed over. Then I got some competition with Daniel that went to Marquette. He had stupid bounce, like it's just crazy. I don't know how he jumped like that, but yeah, we just went at it like my whole senior year with him. We was going back and forth. We was the only ones last in every strike meet. Even at state, we was the last 2 jumping at 7 foot. He made it, I didn't, but it was a great experience. Just to can't too many people say they made it to state and then placed second at state when we only had like 7 guys and we finished second.
Right.
So I mean, everybody put in. Micaiah put in work. 7 put in work. Me, Jacob, and Daniel. So everybody put points on the board when we went to state.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's crazy,
You
man.
ever thought about doing that
Uh,
in college? As a little side
Mm.
thing?
right after the track meet, Illinois State came up to me. I was like, nah, this ain't my sport. I'm a hooper.
I
I
heard
said he gave me his
Yeah,
card still, but I was like, yeah, I'm a hooper. I ain't just do it for fun.
man. Anybody around me know I'm a huge advocate for players playing more than one sport.
Mm-hmm.
Besides one player who played soccer this year, but uh,
Play soccer.
we, yeah, we'll come back to that another time. But
oh man.
yeah, man, I'm a huge advocate for people playing more than one sport, man. I think that's sports specific. When you just concentrate on one sport hardcore, the injuries come closer together. You keep using the same muscles the same way over and over again. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just better. I think it's better for the more rounded body for kids to play more sport.
Yeah, for sure.
So everybody caught up. So we caught up to Wisconsin Green Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So all right. So you at Green Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how you end up. I'm pretty sure I can take a good guess, but I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying how you ended up at Drake.
The region team. That's what you call
The
them.
Oh
region
They
man,
had
team.
6
you
dudes from
got
the region
Man,
on that team.
so that my second year at Wisconsin, nobody know that my first year at Wisconsin, I was battling with like a knee injury. I had every game throughout the whole season. I had like tendonitis in my knee. So to warm up, it would take me longer to get this thing warmed up and be able to function. I was battling with that the whole year. So after my first year at Green Bay, I decided to get the little it was a minor surgery, and I wasn't ready. I tried to play our first game at Purdue. I wasn't feeling right. So I just chose to sit out that year. And then at the end of that year, they ended up letting our coach go. Um, and I took that as an opportunity to hop in the transfer portal. So as my name went in there, our head coach that was at FSW was the assistant coach at Drake. He was the first person to call me. So you know how that went. He called me, then Twins called me, DJ called me, wrote. It was just yeah. I knew I was going. I still tested the waters, talked to a couple teams, but everybody knew where I was going. Straight to Drake.
You
yeah.
you said before when he asked about how you ended up down in Florida, and you was like the Twins had hit you with an opportunity to come down there. Like that, it's not that often that what I'm saying, like your boys could just like really get you into like a
Facts.
situation, and then like how is how do it feel to be in like such a rare situation where y'all went from playing as kids together, and then y'all went down to Florida to play together. Then y'all ended up playing in Drake together, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all in Luxembourg right now, right? Or
Well, yeah, Tone was out here. He back home now, but Mel still here.
okay, yeah. So like that's
Hmm.
just like crazy, like that camaraderie y'all gotta just being able to like enjoy this game that y'all love together. You know what I'm saying? How do that feel?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, just thinking back to when we played together in middle school, I just felt like everywhere we play, we win. We won championships there. We
Mm.
went 26-7 our first year at FSW, and then 30-3 our second year at FSW. And then I got 20 wins at Green Bay, 21, but I just wanted more. And I just knew if I team up with Mel along with DJ, Roman, and Jonah, who all know my style of play, it was gonna be greatness. I mean, I just wanted to win. I just wanted to make it to that tournament. That was my biggest thing,
Yeah.
just to get to that tournament before I was done.
I think that's one of the biggest keys to really, what I'm saying, y'all success. Like me personally, if I'm playing in like different pro-ams and stuff in the summer, and it's like I just notice like when I'm playing like sometimes like with different people that don't really know my game, and it's like especially me as a skilled player, sometimes you get with
Mm.
guys just like, hey man, go post up on the block, I'm gonna throw it to you on the block, and it's like, bro, y'all don't even know my game.
Right,
Like
that's
the
right.
fact that y'all know each other in and out, bro, like y'all chemistry
Mm.
had to have been like just through the roof. Like I know Tank gonna go back door and catch this live, bro. I know he gonna be here at this. It's like you almost can close your eyes and know where the your teammate is at.
Yeah, and that's what made us great my first year. It's like I've been talking to him all when I was at Green Bay, I was talking to him the whole 2 years. So even when I'm talking to them, they goofy, they putting giving the phone to somebody, a dude I don't even know. It ended up being one of my closest friends now because when I went to Drake. His name Garrett. It was just a little skinny white boy. And we just talking. I was like, dude, why are you making me talk to him? So but when I built that relationship with him when I was at Green Bay and I went to Drake, I was like, we already family. I already know you. Even though we was talking through a phone, I know you.
Right.
So it's like we had that family camaraderie, and that just made the season just even better, even more spectacular.
Right.
Yeah, that
Yo,
chemistry is definitely underrated part of the game and part of the
Yep.
reason why college is so crazy right now. You got your one and dones, your team full of one and dones on one
hmm
hand, and then you got the other hand where you got players that have played together 3 or 4 years. You got that chemistry, and you got
hmm
teams making runs that shouldn't be making shouldn't be making runs. But that's
Right.
that's part of the reason why that chemistry make up for the talent level sometimes.
right.
True. I
Yo,
agree.
your first year at Drake, it was the COVID year, wasn't it?
Yep.
All right, because I had watched Drake the year before because I usually follow all the region kids when they go to school and they was decent, but I feel like when you went, you was like that one little piece that they was missing. You know what I'm saying? Like do like get extra rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Tip out
hmm
plays, and then when you came and you bring energy too. So
hmm
y'all had a good run. Talk about how like the feeling, like that feeling, like knowing y'all was making that run, and then the COVID happened. You know what I'm saying? When y'all was on the cusp right there, like finna get into the tournament.
I mean, it was good. We started out that year 18-0. That was great. We was up there with the who was it? Baylor and Gonzaga with the only couple teams left that haven't lost. That was good. But we was battling COVID throughout the whole year. We even got hit with COVID in February where we had to sit out like 2 weeks. Luckily, I didn't get it. Some of my teammates got it, and we were still doing workouts. It was just a difficult time with COVID because we had to practice with masks on, and that's so terrible. I wish that on nobody. You can't even breathe in a mask. But yeah, it was. But we end up going to the tournament. We end up getting that bid for the tournament, and just that experience, even though it was COVID out there in Indianapolis, we had to be in our rooms 24/7. But the experience was like no other. Um, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, y'all had a lot of hate too, cause I ain't gonna lie, cause I remember that run when y'all was undefeated for a minute, and everybody was trying to say, "Oh, it's cause they schedule ain't tough, their schedule ain't this and that," and I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
but
they out there hooping, bro. It's like y'all was smacking
yeah.
teams too.
I know it's crazy
Hey,
because we started off. We played K State. Well, no, we played Omaha, and then the second night it was a tournament at K State. We played Omaha the first night. Second night we played K State, and that's what Big 12. It's
Mm-hmm.
cool. It's cool. We just kept going. Plus plus some games got canceled. You had to pick up some games.
right.
Schedule one set. We still won all the games, man. It don't matter who we played. We
And,
still
and,
won
and
all them games.
and for those 2 years, man, Roman Penn had to be like top 10 point guards in the nation, if not top five.
Oh yeah, definitely. I miss playing with Ro, man. He just know where you at any moment. That's my boy. Uh, yeah, yeah. He's nice. He's nice.
So how was the like I ain't never experienced that. I know ain't none of us Will, Jared, Zach ain't never experienced the NCAA tournament. Like how was that whole experience?
Oh, it was nice. When we first got to the hotel, you got your own hotel to yourself. And they gave you a lot of gear. And then we was all in the hotel, and then all throughout. Plus, it was in Indiana, so for the Indiana boys, that was like even more special to have to
Right.
go to March Madness, and then for March Madness to be in your backyard where everybody can attend,
Right.
was special. And then you just walking in the hallways with all the Coach K and all like Michigan State coach, all the top players. You just
Yes,
seeing
sir.
them walk, and you just one of them. It just felt great. And we got to play against Evan Mobley, who is in the league right now. It was just
Right.
a crazy experience.
I still think y'all should have won that game though.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. It was tough.
All right. So you got through March Madness, amazing opportunity, amazing experience. And then you start having these talks soon as it's over with. I know I hit you up soon as y'all lost that last game. I was like, bro, if you need an agent recommendation, I got one ready for you. Just hit me up. What was that? Was it an immediate transition into your coach starting to talk about, yeah, I got agents or teams starting to look at you overseas? Wait, you played
So
another
you,
year after that, didn't
yeah, I played. Yeah, we got that extra year. Every athlete got an extra year
you?
after
Yep,
that,
yep.
after
Every athlete
COVID.
got extra. I forgot about that. Yep.
But you know they
So you
start
came
hitting
back for
you
another
up.
year.
Yeah, they start hitting you up early though.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was really focused on, because we had that meeting with the coach that he asked was I coming back, and I wasn't sure yet. Um, it took me a couple of days to talk to my mom, and I ended up coming back. But at the end of that year, you already had them conversations with agents. So it was just getting the right feel, just like when you picking a school. You got to pick
Right.
somebody that believe in you and they'll put you in the right position. Then I end up finding my right spot. It led me here.
Yeah, that first year when you get that agent, it's kind of nerve wracking, man. You hitting the
Yeah.
man up every day, like what's going on, what's the situation. You go a month and a half,
hmm
you ain't hear from the man, you sweating, talking like you forgot about me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to
Yeah.
keep working through that sometimes. But then you got a 11-year vet like Jared over here, like, man, let me stay at home as
Right.
long as possible. You ain't got to tell me nothing.
Yeah. He
You ain't
got
got
it
to
made
tell me
over
nothing.
there.
Right, but that's some patience that you'll learn down the line. You definitely gonna have your time in the league, man. I mean,
Mhm.
to keep playing further.
How was
Yes, sir.
how was your nerves and like just everything when you first touched down on that European soil? Like when you got on that plane, like, all right, I'm about to leave the States for a good solid 10 months. Like,
Mhm.
it's how
Uh,
when you got over there.
it was. I mean, when I first took off, it was cool. My mom started to cry. I'm like, yeah, don't cry. She always doing that. I was like, yeah, don't cry. When I got here, it was cool because I was playing. I was coming to play with Mel. Me and Mel was on the same team, so I'm like, we on the same team. I got somebody out here that that's family. So I got family out here. Then Tone ended up coming a couple weeks later. Just to have him still around, he's like 20 minutes away. Mel is just to have that family around. That makes the transition even more smoother. So I'm just taking it day by day right now. I already checked off 2 months. I got like 6 months to go
You and
until I
Mel
come
And
back
that boy
home.
waiting to get back to the crib.
I swear.
you and Mel on the same team right now?
No, we were, and then he ended up getting picked up by another team with out here in Luxembourg.
Okay.
We was together for the
So
first month.
so it's kind of crazy. He playing on the team that I played on before. I did a short stint with
hmm
Heffingen at one point in time. Before I end up going back to Sweden. But it's kind of crazy. Yeah, he ended up on the team that I already played on and playing with a player that I got pulled up. I know Zebo probably remember me talking about the young kid that I pulled up. I talked his father into letting him play in the top league because he was only 15, and they said they didn't want him getting beat too bad. And I was like, he gonna be the third best person on the team. You might as well just bring him up and let him go through the fire early. Throw his butt in the
Right.
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
how
And now he teammates with Tank now.
you talking about Tim, right? The one you
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I did talk to I asked Max. That's his brother. So Tim don't play with us. Max plays with us now. And then his dad
Oh,
is
okay.
our GM. So Max is our PG
Yep.
right now. Max Schmidt. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So
I
he got
remember Max
PG.
too.
hmm
Cool.
so you
Cool.
probably noticed this. I know y'all probably got a lot of young cats on your team. Uh Will was talking about when we was talking earlier about the guy we said went to Spain when he was like 16. So basically how it kind of works is, you know, these a lot of these leagues can only have so many foreigners. So sometimes
hmm
they see you got talent, they might send you to like a big league like Spain or something like that when they're like 16 years old. And if they start playing before they become an adult, then they can be considered like a Spanish player, you know what I'm saying, when they get older. So like,
Right.
how, have you noticed like, or do y'all have any like young players that's playing with y'all team right now, and you can see like, dang, they playing with like a professional team at like 15, 16 years old, and compare that to when you was like 15, 16 years old in high school. Do you think you was ready to like play at the pro level already at that age?
So now we do not have no youngins like that. Our youngest is like 19, but I have seen teams that have, like that have young guys like that. But do I think I was ready at 15, 16? Uh, I possibly can get out there and do something. I don't know if I was ready physically. I
But
think I would have been better off. The foreign players they start young, getting playing against the big guys though, in regulation.
I
So I
would
think
say
I would have been better off.
maturity wise as well, like
Yeah,
because these kids, like a lot of the time, they're not in their home city. Like their parents trust them and they send them off. Like I know a Bud had his own apartment at 15. You know what I'm saying? And they say, I don't know about Bud, man. He wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I think that's what Jared. I think that's what Rock was trying to get at, man. Like me personally, even at 15, I don't think like they hold a school schedule. They probably got 2 basketball practices they got to go to, plus some individual
mm,
workouts, and they still be begging to get in the gym even more than that, and keeping their grades up, being 2,000 miles away from home or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's just crazy
So,
that 15-year-olds go over there with that structure to be away from their
mm,
families and still keep
you know,
all their stuff in order.
for
Right.
sure.
got to be able to eat right, make sure they, cooking,
Make,
Hmm.
cooking,
yep,
all of that stuff, bro. Like it's a different world for real.
Definitely.
right,
Speaking of different
right.
world, how is it coming growing up in Gary? You know what I'm saying, living in the G, and then now you are in a whole nother country.
I mean, it's different just you coming from anywhere from the States and coming to live over here. The way of life is different from the streets to the people and their languages. Thank God that some people speak English out here. Most of the people speak English out here.
Right.
The streets out here is
And
like
we're,
narrow. They're so
bro, I was about
narrow,
to say it.
and it's
He in a
so, it's
whole
so
different
small. It's
culture.
like a back road, and it should be semis on here. So you really on the side of the road trying not to hit them, and they just driving. People just drive. They used to the road, so they just hitting the curves. And I'm driving slow, not trying to get in no wreck. So it's a whole lot of different things that's different out here.
You got an automatic
That
car.
driving in Lux,
Automatic, yep,
I
automatic.
that
had
driving.
me in a if I had to teach myself how to drive stick on YouTube while I'm driving. Hey, I'm calling all over the place, people honking. I'm go around, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad they didn't give me a stick. I'm glad that
oh,
mine's
Hey, Lux,
automatic.
they threw me the
the
keys.
way
I'm like, what's
Luxembourg,
this? I don't know. That's all we got. I said,
man,
all right, we'll take it.
the way Luxembourg set up is crazy though, because it's like a little bitty highway that lead to a town, and then them roads get real small when you hit that town, and you literally got to
Yeah.
drive through the town, and then you hit another highway, go to the next city, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, and
And
it's like, yeah, you just hitting each town, just it's like little villages, just going through there. Then
right,
you back on the E, well, not the, no, it's not even E-way. It's like
it,
two roads with
Yeah.
farm and
right.
cows
It's
around.
four
You know what I'm
421,
saying? Yeah,
421.
then
Hey, chill out on 421. That's how I get to the crib, bro.
But that's what it is for real. It's
yeah, for
421,
real,
bro. It's crazy.
I
It's
hate
crazy.
421, boy.
for
Oh
real.
boy.
You don't really get to the busy life until like you get to the Luxembourg City. That's where
Luxembourg City.
that's where everything. Yeah,
You
So
hit the
what
wing
kind of
spot on Wednesday?
you said a wing
They
spot.
still got the wing. You still got the wing
Uh,
spot in the city. Everybody go to the all you can eat wings on Wednesdays or Tuesdays in Luxembourg.
I ain't never heard of that. I need some of that.
Yeah, man.
That was that was
Talk to
8
your
years ago,
teammates,
Will. I don't
bro.
think they
Talk
do
to your
that no more.
teammates. Man,
what kind of
every basketball American would go there every day. Every Wednesday, I think it was. They all go there.
Oh man, nah, they ain't tell us about that.
right?
Yeah.
What kind of role you got right now on the team?
So you want the Americans on each team. You gotta be the leader. It's on the court as far as like scoring and stuff and playing defense. That's probably my major role. Defense too. So you got to guard the other American, whether he a guard or a big. Luckily, we got a 7-footer on our team, so he get to grab some of the second big.
Right.
But I'm mostly playing the wing though. That's probably what I do. Just trying to expand my game.
We already know you're a dog. You already know you're a dog on defense. We didn't seen you on ESPN locking up.
Yeah. Try to expand the
Right.
game.
Hanging out in them passing lanes everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite spot.
Right.
Yeah, that's my favorite spot.
Yes, sir. So I mean, it's been a long road in the game, bro. What's your motivation to keep you pushing forward? I heard you missing your mom a whole bunch.
hmm
As we've been going through it. But what's your motivation? What's your why?
My why is really my family, and the work I done put in all these years just to get to where I'm at. Um, I knew I was always gonna play pro. I had a dream of playing pro, and I put myself in the best position to do that. Each spot I went to, whether it's in high school, JUCO, D1, I just pushed myself to play on that pro level because as a youngin, that's what I dreamed for. And my mom, she did everything for me. Everybody talk about their mom, but I really, really appreciate her because she had to take me to them bitty games when I wasn't even good at basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's good to show her that it all worked. It all paid off. That's my biggest thing. It all paid off from at age 6 when I couldn't dribble around the cone. Now look at me.
Right.
So I really give my
Right.
thanks to her.
Speaking
Really
of,
give my thanks to her.
speaking of family, like what I'm saying, your brother. I know your brother probably if it ain't your mom, he your number one fan. Like I know you're a
Nah, I
confident
don't
player.
think he got OG beat, bro.
What it do
I
for
don't
your
think he got
confidence?
OG.
Like that your brother feel like you the best player in the world when you go out there every night.
Oh, that's great. I mean, it's great just because I was looking up to him when he was in high school playing high school ball and I wasn't there yet. You're looking up to him when he was playing at Griffith. And it's great to just have that support system, have somebody back you up and sharing all your things that you have that's on, social media, calling you, and even in our little group chat, our family group chat, just praising everything that you do and just want to see you succeed. So it's great to have a brother like that and family like that.
Right.
Yeah, can't get better than that, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Anybody else got something to say to Tank? Zach, Jared.
Z-Bo.
Eat
All right,
ball.
man. So probably since I met you, you always wore number 10, and probably until you got to like Drake when you had to switch your number. Is it a specific reason why you always wore 10? Like, is this a significant meaning for you, or it was just a
Nah,
number you like?
it was just a number I rolled with in high school. I ain't gonna lie. It was a number I rolled with. I just kept it until I got to Drake and somebody had 10. I could have, got that up off him, but I was like, nah. I just I was like, I'm only gonna be here for 1 year. You go ahead and keep it. He was like a sophomore or something. I was gonna only gonna be here for 1 year. That's what I thought. So I just switched for 4. But yeah, 10 was that number. So I got 14 right now. That's 4 and 10. So it
Yeah, it all
just
work out.
of
Right.
me just putting something together. Oh,
Let me see.
All right. Yeah, Zebo, hit it with these rapid fire questions real quick. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. Let's see. Favorite game you've played in so far?
favorite game had to be, even though I barely played, was that March Madness against USC.
Mm.
Favorite one,
Okay.
biggest stage in college.
Yeah, that atmosphere was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, we all kind of know. Besides the Oregon dunk, do you got a favorite dunk on posterized you ever? You got a favorite
Uh,
one? I mean,
It could
obviously
be
the ESPN one, but
practice, game,
hey,
playground.
practice.
It could be
I didn't see
it
him.
could be
I didn't see him.
anything.
I didn't see him with some
uh,
body bags in practice.
man. Oh no, it got it. I'm gonna just do this one. You threw who's we playing? South Bend Adams. When you threw that lob and
Yeah,
I
when
dunked on that one boy. Hey,
you jumped over him.
hey,
Boy,
yeah, that was crazy. It was
I
that one.
remember watching that
South
video.
Bend
There's a
Adams.
dude in the crowd. He ran out the gym. I said, yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah. That was crazy. I don't know what year. I think that was sophomore, junior year. Yeah, that was crazy. I'll say that one.
It was Chris
Jordan
Paul
or
and Blake
LeBron?
back then, man.
Me.
Let me
Jordan
see.
or LeBron?
Huh?
Oh, we going Jordan. We going
Smart
Jordan.
choice. Smart choice.
Yeah. We going MJ.
So 1 foot or 2 foot?
2 foot. You know, I had them foot surgery. I gotta go off 2 now. I gotta go off 2 now, man. Fast break, I'm going off 2.
Who was your hardest matchup? That you had to guard, that they had to guard you. It don't really matter. Who was like the one where you was like, all right, this is gonna be a long night, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I had to guard Bo.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to guard Bo.
That boy
7'3",
big.
bro.
Man,
Bro,
that boy big.
he caught it mid post, just turned around, shot right over. I couldn't do nothing. What I'm gonna do? I couldn't do nothing.
Oregon, he was nice.
If he get the ball up, you can't do
It's
nothing
over
about
with.
it.
It was over. That was my toughest one. I was trying to fight him, but there's so much you can do with a 7-footer that can move.
Right.
That dude was something.
I'm happy you finally about to start getting some clock in the league, man. They got him starting for the Magic, right?
Starting that small forward.
You see, you got
Damn, for real?
Mbayana or whatever. Hey, now that's a 7-footer that can move.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Victor.
Victor.
Man, he's nice.
He tough.
He's too nice.
Yeah, I ain't seen nothing like it. That's a guard.
I played him 3 times.
You already played him?
I played him 3 times, but he was like, the first time he was like 16. And then I played him 2 years ago when he was at Nanterre. And he ain't really had like no big role on the team. Or he wasn't like they was just like playing him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like he probably played like minutes. But now that boy out there, showtime, you know, he pulling up with the shit on, you know what I'm saying? Walking on the back. You know what time it is. Trying to get that number 1 spot.
Yeah,
he killing it, yeah, he killing right now, bro.
Yes, sir.
Well, cool, man.
European farewell tour.
KD and Jordan.
KD, man, you know. Hey, you know.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So who your favorite player then?
KD.
Yes, sir.
KD.
Yes, sir.
Big year for us.
If KD ain't stepped his toe on that line, was they gonna win the ship?
Oh yeah, you know it. Yeah, they miss to do everything. He just a big toe, you know, too long. So we're gonna win.
Cool. Well, man, we're gonna wrap this up with Tank, man. You got any last words to say, bro?
No, I just appreciate y'all for letting me have me on here, man. I look up to all y'all, man. I'm thankful to have y'all in my life, man. Thanks for having me on here.
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
So, bro,
no doubt.
It's all love. Hey, send me the link to y'all next game, bro. I be trying to check everybody's stuff out.
For sure. I got
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Before we go, is we gonna see a Tank LTG appearance next summer?
Oh yeah, we there. I was battling the foot surgery this summer, but yeah, I'm in there.
Y'all don't even know it. Tank was finna play with OTF last year before this injury. That whole league is gonna be different.
I heard different.
Yeah, Jared hit my line.
I heard different. I don't know.
Oh, bro, he did. Jared did hit my line first, but yeah.
Hey, man, you ain't had to say all that.
Come on, Jared, what you on, man? Come on, Blood was already out here recruiting all the top athletes, man.
I gotta stay on my recruiting, man. You know?
Man.
Oh, me.
Bud get recruiter of the year every year, boy. I tell you.
Every year. I don't know. We gotta give it to Perry on this year. Bud wasn't doing it.
hey, listen, he was my, you know what I'm saying, my general manager.
Right. You said I recruited him.
You know where home is, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm in there next year, though.
Whenever you're ready, we got a spot for you.
For sure.
Chill out, Rob. Chill out.
Tell them that send that gear too, man. I'm waiting.
I got it, man. Moving around too much, man.
I know.
vacant cribs, man, you be in Drake. You know what I'm saying? The city.
be.
I'll be like, yo, wait.
He said, hit his
bro.
P.O. box, bro. Hit his P.O. box.
I'm gonna get some though. I'm gonna get some.
Get you together for sure.
For sure.
But all right,
Definitely.
man. Tank, man, we appreciate you coming on, man, spending some time with us, sharing your story. It ain't gonna be the last time we have you on. Of course, we're gonna follow your career all the way through, man. You little bro for life for us. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all, man. For real.
Yes, sir. I'll be in your line, gangy.
All right, Brody.
Right. And we appreciate everybody that tuned in and stuck out this 50 minutes with us. And y'all know how we do. Love the game. Love the grind. We out.
Peace.
Peace.